I know it's been a while. My phone broke, and then I had to try to transfer my videos over from my other phone. The screen would work whenever it felt like it, things like that. But I'm back with another review. Shazam 2, Fury of the Gods. It comes out tomorrow. The review embargo finally lifted today at 5 p.m. Central Time. I saw the movie 2 weeks ago. I already did my social media reaction on it, so if you want the short version, you can check my Twitter or my Instagram, and it has that on Monte Reviews. But here it is, the YouTube review for Shazam 2, Fury of the Gods. Short and simple. If you like the first one, you'll love the second one. If you didn't like the first one, you may not like it. It is literally more of what the first one was, but they improve on every aspect. Emotional, character development. They improve on, I'd say, the story. It's funny as well. Still, it's like lightning struck twice. If you enjoyed the first one, if you didn't, then you might not like it because it's more of the same, just bigger and better, I would say. Because if you care about the characters, they grow in this movie, but they stay true to who they are. The movie's directed by David F. Sandberg, who, as you know, did the Annabelle movies and a lot of different horror movies, and he directed Shazam, the first one. It stars Zachary Levi as Shazam, Asher Angel as Billy Batson, Digimon Hansu's back in it, Helen Mirren's in it, Lucy Liu is in it. All the original cast like Grace Fulton, Jack Dylan Grazer's Freddy, Megan Good, like all the adult actors and all the child actors are all back. And then we have new villains, obviously. The movie is about Helen Mirren's character and Lucy Liu's character, and Anthea as well, who is Rachel Zegler from, I want to say West Side Story. I didn't watch that movie, but I think that is the most recent thing she's probably from. But I know she's blowing up. She did a great job. Everybody did a great job in this movie. Nobody I felt like was pointless in this movie. I enjoyed each character. Lucy Liu's character is annoying. She is very annoying as the villain. Like, she makes you so mad. Because you're like, I like Lucy Liu, but she's getting on my nerves in this movie. Like, somebody's got to get her. But she was pissing me off in this movie. Helen Mirren was pissing me off as well. Think of her character in Fast and Furious, about just as cutthroat as that character, but more villainous, I would say. Like, more of a in the action villain, because it's a superhero movie. She has powers. She's a daughter of Atlas. All three of them are daughters of Atlas. Atlas, he held the whole world up and everything. This movie is basically, the powers were stolen by the wizards, who Digimon Hansu, he talked about his council of wizards, his brothers and sisters. They stole the powers from them, from their realm, and then they came here now to get revenge on the humans, because they're mad at the humans because they basically wasted their power and stole it from them, and they want it back to avenge their father and bring their realm back, because their realm is horrible now. It's terrible without that power. So their motivations make sense. There's conflict between the sisters, as would be, which was interesting to me. Freddy, he's a superhero now. We saw that at the end of the first Shazam, but now he's actually being a superhero. He has the powers. So you know that he's going to be adamant about trying to save people and being out there. Billy's whole thing is all or none. If we don't do this together, then no one gets to do it. And it makes sense because of the family aspect. It's a very, I don't know the word, but it's very telling on both sides, because part of Billy wants his independence. He doesn't feel like he belongs in the family, which you could see growing from the first one because of how he was rejected by his mom and everybody else in his life. And then you see in this movie, he's trying to hold the family together, but also doesn't really feel a part of it. And they touch on that very well. I'm not going to spoil that part because that was emotional for me. This movie was very emotional. The first one was too, because I can relate to a lot of the issues, like being in the foster care system. I have parents who love me, but it's not something that I can't relate to as well. So I feel like these movies are funny, but they have emotional aspects to them if you really pay attention. Um, Also, Pedro and all the other children, they have development in this movie as well. Eugene, I think is his name. Yeah, Darla. Darla's amazing. I love Darla from the first movie as well, and then Megan Good plays Darla. Everybody plays the adult version of the kids perfectly well. Like they translate very well. But in this movie, man, Darla is she's great. She has some great moments in this movie. Everybody does, but definitely Darla. So if you liked her in the first movie, you'll love Darla in this movie. There's a lot of things that people don't really talk about with the Shazam movies where they touch on like creatures and magic and things like that. There's some cool creatures in this movie. Very, very cool. Once you see them, you're like, oh snap, like really, like actually cool creatures. There's also very cool versions of, hold on. Okay, sorry about that. But there's also very cool creatures. If you notice them immediately, it'll be great. If you don't, the ending credits, when they show all the pictures and stuff, it'll explain each creature and what they are. So I saw the movie 2 weeks ago. I saw some people claiming there's 2 post-credit scenes. I didn't see any post-credit scenes. They must have took them out of our screening. It was a special WB screening, and they took it out from what I know. If there is post-credit scenes, we'll find out tomorrow. I'm gonna go see it again. But I didn't see any post-credit scenes when I saw it. I know they're showing it in TV spots now, so not too much of a spoiler. I know they're showing it in TV spots now, so it's not too much of a spoiler, but Wonder Woman is in the movie. It's Gal Gadot. It's kind of bittersweet because it's Gal Gadot and I love her as Wonder Woman, but I don't know where this is going to go. And that's how I feel about this movie. I loved it. Phenomenal. I need a Shazam 3. If I don't, I need these characters in another movie. But we don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of James Gunn. I'm not a fan of James Gunn. So hopefully he brings these characters back. Hopefully he brings these actors back. But they definitely deserve to move on in whether the DCEU, whatever you want to call it. I want to see more. I don't care what it's called. I don't care about the semantics. I don't care about trying to be different, this and that. Give us more. Give us more of what works. And Shazam, for me, is one of my favorite DC heroes, him and Martian Manhunter. And this movie did everything I wanted it to do and improved on the first in so many aspects. You guys need to see it. I loved it. And I'll see you guys in the next review.